So I've been plagued with VTS rod issues all year. You can see this rod here is gone because it broke off and got no trim. So these are my two latest casualties. This here rod was my first one. I cut it just to try and rethread it over here to put two ball joints on in a pinch to try and get it to work. Unfortunately, I didn't have the right size die to do that with. This one here, the plastic just shattered over time. That's understandable. It's probably the original one. This one here, this WSM one, first ride out, that round hole there somehow let this piece out, and it's impossible to get back in. Even press it back in I think would be impossible, but it failed. Put these screws in here, you know, you do it once, pretty much second time the threads that you made the first time come out, so pretty much done with all this stuff. So in my search for something a little bit better, I found this guy on eBay. I'm gonna give this a shot. It's all metal, comes with a bolt which I have on the CD right now that goes in there. Your standard ball joint fits on there, so hopefully this will solve all the problems that the plastic end piece here was causing. So that one gets installed in there just like your factory one would. Two 10mm wrenches will get that nut and bolt off on the back, and you can just go ahead and adjust it. You just want to make sure you do your clearances properly. When it's trimmed up all the way, you don't want the nozzle here heading the venturi, and same thing, trimmed down all the way. There is some technical specs on that. You can check that in the manual. A very smart design by these guys, because that bolt there is a 10mm as well, just like just about everything else on this ski. So one thing I did end up doing is I just added this plastic washer in between the mount and then the VTS string here. And the reason being is it just didn't seat properly, so there was a little bit of play in this where it would move up and down. And I think that's just due to this guy being worn down over the years. Looks pretty good. We'll see how it performs out on the water. That's really made everything a lot more solid, made the handling a lot better. That in addition to replacing these nuts and bushings in here, which I have another video on if you want to take a look at that. These are two great mods you can do to really tighten up the back end here and make your machine handle like it's new.